Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good one. Welcome back to World of Warships with Rear Admiral Jingles. You know, sometimes I'm scrolling through various different replays looking for the one that's going to make the video for the day. And sometimes you come across one and you just know, oh yeah, this is it. No question about it, this is going to be tomorrow's video. And that was the case with this one. This, and I'm sure we've seen him before, although not on this ship. This is It'll Be Fine on the North American server, in the Italian Tier 9 destroyer, the Paolo Emilio, also known as the Yolo Emilio, or the Paolo Emiliolo. Honestly, I love the name of this ship. There's just so many different ways you can meme on it. And if there's a ship in the game that has absolutely earned its nicknames, this is the one. Oh, by the way, if you're paying attention to chat, the running commentary that It'll Be Fine is giving here is for the benefit of his division mate in the Musashi, who has just unlocked this ship but hasn't yet played it. So It'll Be Fine is basically coaching him through the best way to play it. And his coaching and advice is spot on the money. He's saying this ship is all about the decision making. And he's right, 100% true. Because the thing about this ship, and yes, it is doing 60 knots. No, you're not imagining things. Yes, really. Is that it is very, very easy to YOLO in this ship and utterly destroy somebody. Anybody can do that in this thing at least once. The trick with the Paolo Emilio is having an exit strategy. Because it's very, very easy in this thing to just YOLO in, hence the nickname, and kill somebody. But getting out alive again afterwards, that's the tricky part. You see, when this ship first came out, before anybody had the opportunity to play it and figure out how it worked, it looked terrible. I mean, it was fast, sure. And speed in a destroyer is good. You look at the French destroyers, for example. A lot of them don't come with smoke screens, so their speed is the only thing that keeps them alive. But they also kind of have to keep their distance in order to give their speed a chance to allow enemy ships shooting at them to miss. The Paolo Emilio does not have that luxury, because its torpedoes are basically suicide range. And while the guns do have adequate range, and it has 8 of them, they have an absolutely horrifically bad reload, nearly 10 seconds. So on paper at least, the combination of these really, really bad stats, before anybody at least had the opportunity to play the thing and figure out how it worked, made everybody think that this ship was just another, quoting from Reddit here, ill-designed mess. Apparently Italians just aren't allowed to have anything good. Short-range torpedoes, horrible stealth, and look at this just absurdly bad reload on these guns. That's a nearly 10-second reload on a destroyer. Everybody looked at this combination of stats and just thought, yeah, this ship sucks. And you can quite easily see why people would have come to that conclusion. But the one saving grace that the Paolo Emilio has that makes all of these on-paper horrible stats work is a high-speed smoke generator. Well, okay, technically 2 things. The high-speed smoke generator and that ludicrous speed boost that lets this thing get up to 60 knots. Which means the Paolo Emilio can charge an enemy battleship at 60 knots while remaining undetected and get to inside suicide range and make use of those torpedoes. Hence the nickname, the Paolo Emiliolo, or the Yolo Emilio. The trick, however, as we said earlier, and as It'll Be Fine was explaining to Chicago Theory, his division mate in the Musashi, any idiot can do that once, and only once, and then they get smashed. The trick with playing this thing successfully is to always have an exit strategy. Because getting in there and sinking somebody in this thing is not hard. Getting out again afterwards in order to survive and do it again later, that's the trick. And that's exactly what It'll Be Fine is attempting to do now. He's actually asking the friendly carrier if he can spot the enemy carrier for him, the Enterprise, because he needs to set up his exit strategy. Now he has been spotted by enemy aircraft. But what, you know, when you're going this fast, you don't stay spotted for long. He's setting up his attack here. He's going to pop smoke any second. There it goes. There's the high-speed smoke. And he did ask the friendly carrier to spot the enemy Enterprise. And, well, he did. And he knows he's lurking behind an island. And he needs to know this because smoke works both ways. The enemy can't see into the smoke, but he can't see out of it either. So he needs to know where the Enterprise is in order to set this attack up. Because he doesn't have hydro, he doesn't have radar. He's going to detect the Enterprise by the simple virtue of just sailing right into him and proximity spotting each other. Which means the Enterprise can see him, but when you've got a smoke screen with a Yolo Emilio inside it charging towards you at 60 knots, knowing it's coming and being able to do something about it are two entirely different things. And both his smoke and his speed boost are now coming to an end, but he picked his target wisely because there's nobody around him aside from the remaining Enterprise aircraft who can possibly spot it. And they're not going to stick around forever. And the other reason he went for the Enterprise, well, I mean, there's lots of reasons why you would go for the Enterprise. One, sinking carriers is always worth it and immensely satisfying. It was also the safest target to go for because there were no other enemy ships within 10 kilometers of the Enterprise, and finally, and possibly most importantly, killing the Enterprise has allowed him to start flipping this cap circle here at Charlie. And he's already planning where to go next. There in chat, you guys seem fine at Delta, so I'm heading back to Alpha, which is looking like it's coming under a significant amount of pressure. So he's already taken 2 cap circles. He scored the first kill for his team, although not the first kill of the game. And now with the enemy team threatening the cap, yeah, they've already started to flip it at Alpha that he took at the beginning of the match. He's heading back over there to look for his next victim. And again, you really do have to plan your attacks carefully in this thing. The western side of the map, there's a fair number of enemy ships, but they're not that tightly packed together in the way that they are over at the eastern end of the map on the cap circle at Delta. And that's the ideal hunting ground for the Paolo Emilio. You want enemy ships that you can charge, sink, and then get away from without their teammates being able to do much, if anything, about it. You also... hang on a second, he's spotted. Who's that? Oh, there's a Friesland behind him. It's on the map. There he is. Oh, you don't want to be getting into a gunfight with one of those things. Well, you don't want to be getting into a gunfight in anything. Or against anything. These guns are just bad. But it's fine, he can easily outrun a Friesland. He's once again managed to go undetected. But yes, you do need to pick a target that you know you can kill, because just reducing it to low health, that only means that you are now basically defenseless in front of an extremely pissed off enemy ship. Pick your targets carefully, plan your exit strategy in advance, and you will do, well, probably very, very well in this ship. He's slowing down here for a moment because he's waiting for his consumables to come back up, and he knows there's something angry around the corner. Well, there it is, the Massachusetts, and he wanted to spot it before popping the smoke, the speed boost, and going for it. Ooh, unexpected torpedoes are unexpected. Oh, that might be the enemy Benham. Well, they've missed, so that's good. And here it comes. 3 torpedo launchers, 4 torpedoes per launcher, and they all hit really hard. Oh, there's the Benham. 1 set of torpedoes for the Massachusetts. Boom, a headshot. 1 set of torpedoes for the Benham. There's the Yarsveld. 3rd torpedo launcher on the other side. The Benham is down. It's a double strike and another devastating strike. There's the This is going to be a really bad day to be in a Yarsveld. He's waiting for it. He's waiting for it. There they go. Choo-choo, motherfucker. And there's the Yarsveld. And that's why they call it the Yolo Emilio. I mean, it cost him 2/3 of his health, but I think you'll agree, 100% worth it. And of course, with nobody left in the cap circle at Alpha, and the 2 closest enemy ships way too far away and cowering behind an island, he's perfectly safe. He's not perfectly healthy, but that's why they call it the Yolo Emilio. And now he's flipping his, well, technically it's his 3rd cap. Actually, it's the same as his first cap. He's just flipping it back again. Oh no, the Friesland's coming. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. The Friesland can easily kill him in a gunfight. He's there in chat, guys. I'm going to need help against these destroyers. CV, please spot the middle. And the CV's doing his best. And he's about to respond in chat. Look, guys, I can't spot these fuckers forever. You need to shoot them. Friesland's just gotten respotted. It'll be fine, begging the team to shoot it, and at least somebody is attempting to comply. Oh, he's getting awfully close. He's not going to have the smoke, he's not going to have the speed, he's not going to have the torpedoes. He's going to have to rely on the guns against a Friesland, whose guns are all pointing in the wrong direction.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
How did the Friesland not know that he was here? Oh dear. How? I don't know, I've got nothing. And of course the Friesland was the only thing spotting him, so he is ducking into cover anyway, just in case. So that the Duke of York and the Delaware over there can't shoot him, but yeah, he's fine. Didn't need to. It's all good. You can see he's running the Swift and Silent skill here as well, which makes you even faster as long as you're unspotted. That Duke of York, though. Okay, he needs another 17 seconds, and he gets the high-speed smoke. 35 seconds, and he gets the speed boost. But, I mean, he's fast enough anyway. He's not going to need the speed boost to finish off the Duke of York. He's going for it again. Just has to wait for it. There's the smoke. And you've got to ask yourself the question, what possible business does a battleship have deliberately getting this close to a Paolo Emilio or any destroyer who's just gotten a Kraken unleashed? Possibly he thinks the torpedoes aren't ready to go. Possibly. He's wrong. And he's now at suicide range. He's going to use the second torpedo launcher just in case. Turns out he didn't actually need to use it. And now the speed boost is up. And he's going for the Delaware. Come on, team. Say it with me. Choo-choo, motherfucker. He's got some distance to cover, though, before he can actually catch the Delaware. And remember, he has used 2 of the torpedo launchers, which means the only launcher that he has available is on the wrong side of the ship. And the smoke has just expired. He still has the speed, however. And he's going to use it. But he is going to be vulnerable to the Delaware as he comes around the corner. Now the Delaware, of course, is a hybrid. If you could see that the Delaware was controlling aircraft, this would probably be a lot safer. But it isn't. And the Delaware's guns aren't quite pointing this way, but they are swinging around. He just needs to get the torpedo. He's done it. Oh, the Delaware took him out. However, it's almost like he planned the "it's just a flesh wound" award there. And that's 7 kills. A double strike, 4 devastating strikes, the Kraken Unleashed, the General Offensive twice, the Strike Team Award, the Confederate Award. And of course, with 236,000 damage, the High Caliber. And that just leaves the Marlborough, who, well, yeah. The Fletcher cleans up his second kill of the battle as well. Unsurprisingly, It'll Be Fine was very happy with this result. 7 kills, 236,000 damage. Almost all of it from the torpedo hits. Best YOLO ever. Look at that. General Offensive, Confederate. Strike Team, Division Achievement. 4 devastating strikes. Wow. A double strike, the Kraken Unleashed, it's just a flesh wound for the final kill on Delaware, coordinated attack, another division achievement, and of course the High Caliber. 236,000 damage done, and only 2,915 base, not even 3,000 base experience. Frankly, I think he was robbed. But all the same, 7 kills and an absolute shopping list of achievements. I'm pretty sure he's not complaining. And that, kids, that was It'll Be Fine in the Paolo Emilio. Hope you all enjoyed it, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.